What's going on, guys? Coach Luca back here with
Coach Martha.
and we're gonna go into another tip for building glutes. And so one of the things that, like, if you don't have great mobility and slash flexibility in your glutes, you just can't build as much muscle. And of course, like, for health reasons too, right? And for preventing injury reasons, this is very important as well. But if you stretch the muscle, you activate the muscle, right? So if you think about a deadlift, if I just deadlift right here, I'm not gonna get as much activation than if I push my butt back as far as possible and get as much stretch in my glute. Right now I have more range of motion, now that stretch. So getting like better mobility and flexibility in the glutes is very important. So this is one of the drills that we love for this. It's called the 90-90, and it's a great hip health drill as well. So Martha's in a 90-degree position. So if you look at her back leg, she's at 90, her front leg is at 90, and I like to have this, I would say basically her heel, if you draw a line, it hits her knee. Now this is the side that we're gonna look to. One of the most important things to start is that her belly button and her sternum face her knee. Most people will be twisted. And so now she's in alignment and she's gonna feel a stretch in her hips. And so a couple different things that we like to teach here is this bow and arrow. So I would tell Martha, okay, I want you to push your hips back like you're gonna start a deadlift. Before even starting to hinge over. She's gonna push her hip back, and that's gonna give her a little bit more of a stretch. Now, we'll start, what we call this is just pails and rails, right? We wanna create activation in these stretch positions. Are you feeling a little bit of a stretch?
Yeah.
In that? So we're gonna go for like about 10 seconds, have her push the back of her ankle and this part of her knee down into the ground. So you're just gonna start pushing it down, ramping up, staying nice and tall. So what's happening here is that in this stretch position, she's creating tension and activating her muscle. We'll go a couple more seconds, and you can see she's working, and relax. Now she's gonna try to pull her knee and ankle up. Now she's not gonna be able to do it, but she's gonna activate. You can see she's working, trying to get it up there. Nice. And relax. And usually we'd go like for 10 seconds on these. So the point is that we create tension in these stretch and range positions. So we're now gonna train those. Now from here, we'll have something called Kinstretch. So now she's going to kind of close this gap. Imagine she's gonna be doing a deadlift. So her belly button, her sternum's facing the knee. She's gonna push her butt back and keeping her low back flat, she's gonna start pulling herself down. Almost like she's lifting a weight. So she's creating tension, trying to close the gap between the knee and the chest. Pause there for a second. So what she's doing is she's trying to pull her knee to her chest and chest to her knee. And now she's gonna come back up and she's gonna push her knee into the ground and come back up, and her low back is nice and flat. So she's gonna do one more rep. So pull herself down. So what I try to say is, like, imagine you're pulling yourself, pushing hip back, chest is nice and tall, close that gap, close that gap, close that gap, and push yourself away. And break. Great job. So what we're doing here now, remember, you may not have as much range of motion and you might be able to only bend over this much before you start losing your back. That's okay. That's the whole point. The point is continue to work on that range of motion, because first of all, like, you can actually, you know, when she's creating that tension in those end ranges, that's going to help her actually go to glute. So this is a drill that has so many positive benefits. Make sure you're implementing it. The 90-90 is great for hip health, but it's going to get you more flexibility in glutes, and then you'll be able to build your glutes more. So we'll see you next time with another tip for glute building. Peace out.